If I ask you to sum up Christmas in one word, what would you say? I'll start by taking love, joy, peace, oh, and hope. Those are taken already. Now, what you got? Can you think of a word to sum it all up? I tried. I even looked on the internet, and the only lists I could find didn't really do it. Words like tinsel, mistletoe, and even goose were all there, but none fitted very well on their own. Goose. Another approach then. If we weren't in the middle of a rainstorm outside, I thought about wandering around with a microphone and asking strangers, what's the true spirit of Christmas? No. Long ago, I used to do what are called man on the street interviews to gather public opinion, but honestly, the older I get, the less I really want to hear Rudolph, Scrooge, and Jack Frost being answers to Christmas questions. A couple of weeks ago, I made a list of ideas for this series of videos, but took this particular one out of the list while I had to think about it. Eventually, I came up with the word generosity. Now, if you can think of another word that sums up both the spirit and meaning of Christmas in one word, I'd love to hear it. And if you're quick, I'll include it in a future video. There you go. At this time of year, a lot of us donate to good causes and charities, don't we? I remember hearing a story about a man who made a donation by putting cash into a collection bucket. He reached into his pocket, pulled out his wallet, and made a lovely donation. He was in a rush, and instead of putting in what he intended to, he dropped in a much larger amount. Oh no! Now you can hardly go back and ask for change now, can you? And because you're cross with yourself about giving more than you intended, I wonder if it really counts. Now there's a thought to chew on, isn't it? Seriously though, we do give much more at this time of year, don't we? Is it in recognition of God giving the greatest gift of all, perhaps? It could be that we start to think of others instead of ourselves and realize we have more than we need. There are a number of reasons we give, aren't there? But why now? Why at Christmas? For sure, I get tired of hearing about wanting a hippopotamus for Christmas and how a jolly snowman comes to life. But the real spirit of Christmas can just as easily happen while I'm listening to Weber's Clarinet Concerto, my favourite, on a hot summer's day in August as late in December in the freezing cold, right? What makes being generous, or happy and nice to be around for that matter, any more a thing at Christmas than any other time of year? Christmas might be when we reset. We reset our thinking perhaps, when we remember generosity is important, but let's not stop and put it in a box when the decorations go away for the year. You should remember the words of the Lord Jesus. It is more blessed to give than receive. Yes, well, I think most of us are well aware of that, aren't we? Perhaps as we remember the birth of Jesus, we somehow remember some of the things he said too. With the big day this time next week, unless you're watching this video a little late, let's remember that the busyness will indeed pass. The decorations will come down, and the end of the year donations will probably be forgotten. Let's continue to make a difference all the time, all year round. Let's not let those important things we remember at Christmas have to be relearned all over again this time next year. Until tomorrow, goodbye.